You need some time to recuperate.
Me?
Yeah, dude.
For what?
I don't know.
What? What are you talking about, man? Oh, this guy. This guy needs to connect to the chargers.
I remember Vic would say that. Piss me off.
What are you talking about, man?
Said it was such
What the fuck are you talking about?
a handy.
Yo, man.
Nice.
Yo, is a R7 bigger than a
Six.
Yeah, R7?
There's no
Did you see that video? You see that photo I sent?
Yeah.
I sent the group chat a photo of. Yeah, you gotta zoom in, man. Can you zoom in?
Zoom in. No, I can't zoom in on myself. What do you mean?
Okay, I'll zoom you in. Let's see. That's not bad. You're perfect. I'm a little too close. Can you zoom out?
You like that?
Like yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So,
So you're saying about there's no R7. You're talking motorcycles?
did you see the photo?
The photo, yeah, of course
Yes
it
or
is.
no? What number was on the photo? What?
That's
two
probably a 1.
digits?
That's probably R1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at it again, but
yeah, whatever.
6 or 1.
Huge bike.
Okay, let me look at it again. I didn't get the impression it was huge. I just thought it was
No,
like
no,
a
no.
normal sport bike.
What I was saying is it's a 1,000cc bike.
Oh yeah, if the R1, yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about displacement,
Oh
not
yeah,
actual
sure.
size.
So what about it?
For a chick to ride that,
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
no,
impressive.
yeah, pretty nuts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah, that's a lot of bike for sure, dude. That's a lot of bike for anybody, honestly. If you're
Anybody.
riding in the street.
and
Yeah.
they're so light, bro.
Yeah, these days they make them super light. Back in the day, they all looked like Hayabusas. They're just like fucking huge,
Yeah.
like whatever. But
Little
now they
motorcycles.
look. A lot of the 1,000cc bikes, they look like 600cc bikes. Like there's not much difference between them both. If you look at like the S1000Rs, like the BMW ones, you're like, this thing looks like a fucking 600. You know, it makes no sense.
It's not much bigger,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost the same size. It's crazy.
but it is different. It is a little heavier.
No, bro, for sure. You're talking about like
Yeah.
almost 50%.
600 placement difference.
Yeah.
It's definitely heavier.
Yeah.
I like those V4s.
V4s, yeah, they don't make those anymore.
Roshan had one for like 6 months,
Really?
and then he went and he's just like, it's too much money, and then he went and got one of those hyper motors. Remember the
Oh.
Ducatis that were like
Yeah, they look like they call I know what you're talking about, the Hyper Motard.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
Motard. Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are cool.
those were nice.
Yeah.
It was
They
the
look
acceleration was crazy.
They kind of look like toy bikes, but that's the point because that's what they use in Supermoto.
So
Supermoto.
they're just dirt bikes.
No,
street
but
dirt
that's
bikes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's Supermoto is what it is because it's
Yeah.
it's basically motocross but on pavement.
Yeah.
So the guys are running street bikes. It's really cool what they do with that stuff.
Yeah, and that shit was fast as fuck. But
Yep.
one thing I hate about it though, it's so upright that
Yep.
like
Yep.
the wind hits you, and it's like, I
Well,
don't know. I think it's not the most comfortable.
Well, that's the point because when they're riding it, like you want to be upright so you can slide it. Like those guys when they ride like the Supermoto, they're
Yeah.
sliding on like one leg and they're just like going around and around.
Yeah, I think when I look at bikes at my age, I'm not really thinking about speed. I'm thinking about a long drive. Would this be comfortable?
Yeah,
And
a lot of people have that.
And I don't have like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get like a Road King Harley or some dumb shit like that. But like, you know, at the same time, I don't want carbon fiber seats.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you get blisters on your ass
Yeah,
after like
yeah.
half an hour of riding.
Well, that's what touring is, right? There's a lot of guys that will spend like hours on their bike, like going from like here to Princeton or here to
Yeah.
like whatever, and it's like
That's gay.
you really want to be sitting
Yeah.
in a fucking like a fucking gargoyle for like 4
Yeah,
hours.
man, you can't.
It's a lot.
Even the regular bikes, man. Can you imagine the wind hitting you like that at
I've been in that, yeah.
50
Yeah.
for like 6 hours?
Not for 6 hours, but I've done it enough where I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it in the helmet. It's like it's that for like the whole time, and then you're feeling it. It can be a lot.
Now there's all sorts of shit they put in helmets. They got speakers in there.
You can put speakers in there. Yeah, you can put like
there's,
your own.
there's a lot of upgrades you can do.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck ton of shit. But did you ever gear up and go?
What do you mean gear up and go?
Like, if I ever get a bike, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna like put on. I might put on a jacket that's like something, but I don't know if I would want like the pants and the fucking. You know how some people go super hardcore.
The only thing I never did was pants, but I did everything else: jacket, gloves, boots.
Why do you want the boots?
Boots are a bro. If you're not wearing boots, you're not a real rider if you don't wear boots. And I'll tell you this: if someone says that they'll ride and they don't own a pair of like motorcycle boots, I'm not saying you have to get like the fucking like the ones that go up to your knee, like the racing boots.
Yeah.
But if you don't own a specific pair of like motorcycle made for boots, like it's unfucking comfortable. Riding a motorcycle in street, like in a fucking like slides or fucking like Jordans,
Yeah.
uncomfortable as fuck, and you'll ruin your shoes too, because the
I mean,
pegs.
not really steel toes. Like if you get like I don't know.
Yeah, you can
Pick
wear
up
steel toes, but that's
Flintstones. A lot of people.
sure.
wear
You're gonna
Flintstones.
wear you're gonna ruin those.
No, bro, come on.
Yeah.
I've ridden before. It doesn't ruin your shit.
Bro, you didn't ride every day.
It doesn't ride. It ruins like if you got like a nice pair, like you got like a real nice Jordan or something. You don't want it there, but like I've ridden and it's
Bro, you've ridden a handful of times. I'm just saying.
maybe
the
a little bit.
The
but
peg, like the shifter peg.
yeah,
Every time you use it, it's wearing off. That's why the motorcycle boots will have an extra piece of fabric or leather to protect against it. Some guys will even get like a sleeve to put on there because it literally just you're just gonna make a hole in that shoe.
yeah.
And if it's not stiff, it's also very uncomfortable on your foot.
So
That's-
what are motorcycle boots made out of? It's like plastic or something.
Nothing too crazy. It's literally just a bit more reinforcement on the heel.
But what is it? What's the material?
Oh yeah, it'll be like some kind of plastic composite
So
usually.
wouldn't you think that like a steel toe or composite toe would
The only
do the
thing
same thing?
steel toe has that it's lacking is it won't have the heel protection of a motorcycle boot. It doesn't have the stiffness that a motorcycle boot will have, and it's also usually way heavier because you need it heavier for other stuff. Like you're in, like to be rated to get that CSA rating, you need it to be like a certain like strength. You don't need all of that in a motorcycle boot.
I don't think you're wrong. I just think I've had different experience, and I think a lot of people had different. I feel like the heaviness actually helped, like, be able to be, like, utilize it with comfort.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You don't need that heaviness. What you need is the stiffness. You
But
want
it
the
was
stiffness
very
in it.
stiff.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if
You
you
wear
could get
8-inch boot,
if you
bro,
get-
tie that shit up.
if you
stiff.
could, bro, I used to wear safety boots before I had motorcycle boots, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, what I'm saying is, you don't need if you could have the stiffness without the weight. That's way better because less fatigue on your body. You're not lifting as much. The other thing that safety boots don't have, they don't have ankle protection, and so unless if you've never dropped your bike, you won't know this. But when you drop your bike, sometimes the bike can drop literally on your body. Like if you go down, that ankle protection keeps it so your fucking legs don't get crushed when you drop the bike on you.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I was wearing. I didn't have actual motorcycle. I had just safety boots.
How'd you drop the bike?
It was raining. It was raining, and
Why were you riding?
it was like I had to. I was like bringing it back from somewhere, and I got caught in the rain. I couldn't just dump the bike where I was, so I took it,
should've.
and I was still pretty inexperienced. Like I think I'd only been riding for like a month or so,
Damn.
and a guy in front of me stopped. I kind of reefed on the brake too hard, and then the bike just went down. And the bike, yeah, it fell on me. Luckily, I was really lucky where it didn't actually land on my ankle, but it did a little bit, and that's when I was like, shit, okay, this is like.
Did that just scare the fuck out of you or what?
No. What it made me do actually was, I remember, I think I was riding on a pair, like some old tires, because I had just bought this bike, like maybe, like I said, a month ago. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get new tires now, and then I did.
Yeah.
But it didn't like freak
Don't
me out
ride
for the
at
next
night,
ride
bro.
or whatever. Night riding is the most fun. The only thing that I always, especially since that day that I never did, was like riding in the rain, like on purpose.
No. I said, don't ride in the rain. I don't know.
Oh,
What you said.
I heard night. Don't ride in the
No,
night.
no,
I'm
no.
like, night's the best.
Night's okay as long as you have good eyesight.
Yeah.
If you got like a pair of glasses you got to wear all the time, don't fucking ride at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think in like 100 years we're gonna realize certain races have like on average better eyesight. It's just that's what it is, and certain people within the certain population have better reaction time. I think to like promote bike safety, we should have something to test your reaction time to be able to be at a certain level, because it's like just think about it this way: anything that's destructive, I think there should be a more prominent testing to be done. I think we have too many risks that we're taking as far as like allowing the general population to be able to.
Well, that includes fucking driving a car, dude.
Yeah, but
Cars
I
are
would say
fucking-
it'd be even like, I think among the population there's a group that can't drive or ride bikes. within that population, there's a group that can drive cars, and then there's a group within there that can drive cars and ride bikes, right? And I think this is fair. Like, and the reason I say this is because Jenny down the block is not going to have the same as, you know, somebody else, and it's totally different, and you're putting yourself mostly, it's mostly supposed to be a cautionary thing for you.
Well, that's what it is, because motorcycles, you're not really going to hurt, and you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to do. You get an accident with a car, you're not hurting that car. You're just going to fucking
Well,
kill
that's
yourself.
why I'm saying some people think that they should be riding, and I don't think. Like, I've seen some people throw sidekicks, and I'm like, dude, you should not be even walking in the street. You are disabled.
The thing with with biking or like motorcycles, the biggest thing that I've noticed in my short time that I was riding is it's a mentality thing. The most dangerous people aren't the ones who are maybe the most or least skilled. It's what's their mentality when they go into riding. Like, are they doing stupid shit or not? Are they wanting to push the limit in a place where they maybe shouldn't be put? Like, should you really be fucking pushing it on down St. John's? Does that make the most sense? Does it make sense to filter through traffic at like 80 kilometers an hour on fucking Moody Street? Probably not. But if you're 19, 20, you got a bunch of your boys
way
doing
to
it.
dock us. Jesus, I gotta fucking rewind that Mossad agent. This guy just went. Give him fucking logistics. Give him coordinates.
I may as well.
Top of the mountain. Jesus Christ, man.
326 North Cross
Yeah,
Drive.
go ahead and tell your social security for everyone. Jesus, man.
So I think that's the biggest thing, is the mentality behind why you ride.
When did you become a Mossad agent?
Last week, actually.
No, seriously.
No, for real.
No.
Yeah, for real.
Do you want Israel to get
Get what?
exterminated, or how do you feel about
I
Israel?
don't believe extermination, but I think they should definitely face punishment for what the crimes they've committed in the last 2 years.
Do you think they should still be a country?
I believe everybody has a right to live where they want to live. I don't know about the whole idea about sovereignty is a complicated one, because you know, you say, okay, they don't deserve to be a country, but then why does anybody deserve to be a country? What is Italy? Italy is just the byproduct of the Roman Empire from 2,000 years ago.
Okay.
The Roman Empire spanned from almost Portugal all the way to Syria.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that now? That's like 20 different countries.
I think you failed to put yourself as far as what is okay. It's not about the fact that they're a country or not. It's about the fact that how it came to be a country within our lifetime has affected hold on. Just does it have what the definition of a country is, and should it stay an actual country, are two different questions. My question to you to begin with, which you didn't understand, was should it stay a country?
And I answered it as per the intent of your question. I said, if it has what every other country does, then yes, there's no way around it.
Okay.
And that's why I said, because then you brought up religion. I'm like, that is irrelevant to the question, because you're talking about the country.
Okay, so
right?
let's put this in civil standards.
Sure.
If I came over with a gun and took your house and put you as a kidnapper in the corner, I just tied you up in the corner and just did it, and I just lived life, nothing ever happened, would you be able to accept the fact that now I took over your life and nothing happened, and you just sit in the corner?
Of course I wouldn't accept it, but you just described a good population of the world and its countries. So, like, we can't be selective about this kind of policy you're trying to talk about, right?
I don't think it's of late. I don't think this is it's the same.
What do you
right?
mean?
Well, Iraq got attacked,
Mm-hmm.
but U.S. didn't move in. Afghanistan got attacked. Yemen got attacked. Congo got attacked. Syria got attacked. Libya got attacked. Nobody moved in. Egypt got attacked.
Ukraine got attacked. Ukraine got moved in,
One.
right? A big
Look
one.
how they're blowing it up, though.
No, but
Look
that's
how
a big
they're
one.
blowing it up.
That's a big one,
Why
right?
is it so big?
No,
they're
I mean,
not
like,
part of NATO. They're just a separate
No,
country
I'm
over
saying
there
like
that got
it's a big thing, but like people are overlooking it because it's Russia. Like, it's the same thing that's happening there. They're
Yeah.
they're occupying the Donbass region.
To be honest, did you I would think that these are just these nations that we think are so opposed in the world. I don't think are so opposed. I think these are all just among the elites. They're all elites, right? So it's
Right.
I think we think that some elites want the benefit of the humans. And
Yeah.
the regular people. It's like absolutely not. That's a ridiculous ideology.
No,
to have.
never. We've talked about this many times. Like these people that are in control of the governments and the institutions and where the money flows, they're not out for the interest of the greater good.
No.
Like I don't think anybody that's been paying attention to the news for the last like 20, 30, 40 years would say that. It's been very clear for a long time now that these people are truly just in it for themselves, and
Yeah.
they're not this like idol that we want them to be, or like this savior that some people pretend to be. Without going too far, fucking our homie Mr. Orange Trump today literally said on fucking national TV, he's like, I'm the president and I can do whatever I want. And that's the end of that. What the fuck? He's talking about sending in the National Guard into Chicago after doing the same thing to DC. There is no crisis in Chicago. There's no declared national emergency in Chicago. No one from Chicago or the state of Illinois has asked for Donald Trump's help. But he decided that because these guys are a democratic state and a democratic city, that he's going to impose his will and fucking order the National Guard in because, fuck you, and I'm the president, so I'll do what I want. That kind of shit's ridiculous. Clearly, he's just out for himself because he's like, well, I'm here for the next 3 years, and I want to assert myself and make sure that everybody knows that I'm top dog. And if they don't think that I am, I'll show them that I am. What kind of thinking is that? Right? That's not for the benefit of the population, because if it was, then you wouldn't be putting in the National Guard into a city that doesn't want you, right? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. People say that about Washington. There's some people are very happy about that.
No one's happy about that in Washington.
I don't know.
Dog,
Some people are very
the
happy
crime
about
rate
that.
has been decreasing for the last like 4 years, and year
Yeah.
on year. Where's the emergency?
Well, dude, why? This is not about Trump or not Trump. I mean, he's part of the system. Like anything he does is just a show.
But that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
like these guys at every
They do stupid
opportunity,
moves.
at every opportunity, they show and prove that they're in it for themselves.
Yeah.
They're not in it for the greater good.
No.
And I think that's why I brought that up, because I'm like, that's another example of these guys.
Bro,
like,
they lost me when Netanyahu presented Trump. These two motherfuckers presenting each other with fucking awards is the dumbest thing, especially about peace.
hilarious.
Yo, two of the biggest
Yeah.
fucking, I swear to God, retards. Just giving each other awards. Oh, good, Mr. President Trump. Here's the fucking peace awards.
I want to nominate you
fuck?
for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Fucking killer
Jesus.
versus killer.
Jesus.
Hey, we're gonna try that thing where we're gonna try to give one good advice.
Oh, the advice, and you like
Yeah,
you give me like the
yeah.
version. All right, so this is the segment of giving our future kids.
No, I'm gonna give the advice, and you gotta give the shit advice.
Ah, shit. Okay, fine. I'll try.
Okay. Let's make this a little bit tough. You should always study hard and make sure you go to school and continue on and get your PhD.
Isn't this the same fucking thing that we said last time?
No.
Are
what
you
did you
sure?
say?
I think I said the same thing.
No, you said clubs and stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, it sounds very
No,
similar.
you
to
said
studying.
clubs, and then I
Yeah,
said
yeah. Okay.
I
okay,
said make
okay,
sure you
okay,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
good
No,
hobby.
Yeah, yeah.
that
No, you're good. All right.
you want. If you want, I can give you
No,
something else.
it just sounds similar, but that's good. Okay.
It's okay. How about this?
Okay.
How about this?
Okay.
If you're a boy, you want to get laid as soon as possible, and
This sounds like the shitty advice. This sounds like the
I
hood-
couldn't help it.
This-
It's what came
this is
natural.
It's the hood advice.
Yeah. No. You don't want to have sex until marriage. Go ahead.
Listen. You gotta fuck some bitches to know which ones are good and which ones are bad. All right. You don't want to be messing around these dirty ass hoes,
Jesus.
fucking
this
up
is
your
not gonna
life.
look
You
good
don't
for
want to knock
Hector.
up a girl, and all of a sudden the next 18 years of your life are ruined, and you're paying alimony, and you're broke and depressed. Get out there with your boys, do the right thing, bang as many girls as you can, and figure it out from there. All right, that's just shitty advice. That's the advice that Armand has given his whole fucking life.
No, I think there's no, in all seriousness, I think there is a a desperation that you need to get rid of when you're that young. And I think over time, through character building, and I don't think it's as raw as go fuck 100 bitches and I don't think it's like that. I think it's just practice socializing.
I think
in that aspect of practicing socializing, you will be wanted more and more and more. And at some point, it's going to feel like you can get majority of girls you talk to. And it's just through the confidence, because who is your competition? If you're around that nightlife scene, it's super after 2-3 weeks, you just make best friends.
Yeah.
Best friends that, you know, introduce you to somebody, and like you're the most confident guy, even among other circles that you've never even met.
Yeah, I think what you're also trying to get at too is like just build some amount of discipline, right? So you want to be socializing, you want to be able to, you know, have conversations with whoever. And yeah, sure, you're going to get involved with some women over the course of your life, but practicing some discipline so that you're not just having the desperation just like be out there, so that, you know, that energy is kind of like contained. Because yeah, when you're like you're like in your teens, your hormones gonna be fucking blowing you through the roof. Like you're gonna want to like hit anything that moves, but you don't want to act on every impulse that you get, because that's also not healthy. So having an amount of discipline with that, and being able to also practice socializing, and, you know,
I think it's more the socializing. I think like even if you get laid once every 100 times you try, like it's not about that. It's that W that you get, that confidence that you get, is based on yourself.
Yeah.
It's for you, it could be different than for me and the next guy. It's the thresholds differ.
I can agree with that.
Hey, Pierre Polyev is back in the house.
Pierre Polyev is a fucking clown.
He's our only hope.
He's the fucking
He's
worst
our
hope. If that's
only
your hope, you may as well throw your
Shalom.
fucking shit in the toilet.
He's another Shalomi.
Dude, conservatives need to elect somebody else at this point. Pierre Polyev, that's over too, man. You gotta fucking move on.
I think Carney is not doing well.
Depends who you ask.
How well do you think he's doing right now?
Honestly, he's not doing as well as I had hoped at this point in time. But then
I like how you start that. Keep going.
But then I ask myself, how good could I expect somebody to do in, you know, the first 100 days dealing with the fucking orange maniac in the South? I don't know. It's tough. I don't know that anybody would have done much better. That's all hindsight and hearsay. So I don't know.
The one kickback I have to this, and it could be the reason, it could be many of reasons why this happened, but it could be because of the time or whatever. During the time, things were so good that we didn't really realize it. But during Harper time, like, I'm not even a conservative. I'm just talking about straight stats.
Yeah.
I think Harper era is when 100 thou was really 100 thou.
Yeah, that's kind of a...
Because we had, at that time, we had equivalent buying power in the States. And I remember I had a few family members that was the early days. Like, remember when all these houses from Austin and Texas and all this, that was the early time. Like 2015 was before Rogan went there. It was like, that was the time where people just knew around it. It was like 200,000 for a 5,000 square foot house somewhere in Dallas or whatever. And man, it was I think that's after that, it kind of, inflation hit really bad, and then once COVID hit up, just
Yeah, COVID definitely took inflation to a next level.
next level.
A lot of homes post housing crisis were like pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
There were lots going in Vegas for like 20 grand.
Yeah, and
There were streets and streets that were empty in Vegas after that, because Vegas was one of the hardest hit areas in the country from the housing crisis.
well, yeah, because they would be the, like, who would want to be in Vegas?
Yeah.
Have you seen what's going on in Florida with these license plates?
License plates, no.
Have you not seen this?
No.
Yo,
What?
my man.
Show me.
Oh my God, this
What's
is
the
fucking wild.
Penises on license plates? What? This tracks because of Ted Cruz. That guy is the biggest Israel cuck in the entire U.S. Senate.
The problem with it is,
Did you see his sit down
I
with
realize that
Tucker Carlson?
I can't I think Tucker is a fucking spy.
I don't think so.
I think Tucker is a spy.
Well, if he is or isn't, I like Tucker a lot more than I used to.
Do you know
And
anything
I was
about Tucker's dad?
No, dude, I don't look. You know, I don't look that deep into these fucking guys. I watch the clips of them and I move on with my life.
But that's the problem. That's the big problem.
That's not a problem, dude. You don't need to waste fucking 2 hours of your day and look fucking.
You don't know Tucker's dad. That's why you don't know this guy's fucking CIA, bro. Tucker's dad was
ridiculous.
bro. Tucker's dad was CIA.
I don't care, man. These guys are reporters. They're just reporting on the shit, or they interview a guy. Like, who gives a fuck if he's a spy? If he's asking you a question, where are you from? Oh, he's a spy. So we can't. Like,
but
okay,
it's not,
hold on.
The problem.
All
with
I'm
spy
saying with Tucker is, I like his interviews more now than I used to. That was all that I was trying to say.
Fox News.
No, yeah, he used to be, but then he went independent, and now he's hosting guys on his own platform.
Yeah, now he's big enough.
And it's I find it a much more pleasurable experience than it used to be. It used to be very like just retarded.
Yeah.
But now he'll ask guys questions and he'll like double down on it. Like he had Ted Cruz on, and he's like, "Yo, well, how do you feel about this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, the Bible says that we should be supporting Israel." He's like, "The Bible doesn't say that. What do you mean?" And he went in on him, man. It was a fucking good interview.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Tucker's the greatest guy in the world. Far from it. But I like his interviews a lot more than I used to. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's to be trusted or like he's a fucking whatever.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just thought, we're gonna be on the same page on Israel, but
well, we are in a way, but we're also not.
No,
like you go pretty far, and I'm not gonna follow you down that hole. But do I believe? Like I said it very clear at the beginning. The proof is in the video. Do I believe that Israel should pay for their crimes? 100%.
Yeah.
Does that extend into the extermination of Jews? No.
I don't think it's extermination of Jews, but I think it'd be like withholding of Zionists.
What does withholding mean? Withholding how? Like
court trial,
like just for being I don't know.
Just for being a Zionist? No, but if you're in the if the whole system, let's say the current system involved with running Israel currently is found to be guilty, well, you have to see the preceding members of how much they're guilty.
Well, that's what I said.
Right?
That's what I said, right? I didn't get details, but I said I believe they should pay for their crimes. Right? I believe they should pay for the genocide of Palestinian citizens, and I believe that they should be paying for the unlawful.
I just think they should live among us, just
settlement.
like other religions. But who knows? Anyways, we're out. Peace.